DSM Living with Wendy Wen, Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Good morning and welcome to DSM Living. I'm Kelsey Clemmie. We have a great show for you today, and coming up, we're going to take you on stage of the Des Moines Playhouse production of Red.
Coming up, we're going to take a look at the Chevy Impala's stunning new makeover. Up next, we're going to talk with Ron, the car guy at Westside Auto Pros about gas. Natural gas, that is. Cold weather is rolling in. It's time for your furnace to step up, so go ahead and step on in to the Home Depot. Up next, KC Handyman is going to show us how a few little upgrades in your kitchen can make a huge difference.
I want you to impress your football fans with our Bud Light Lime Southwestern Steak Fajita.
Time to revamp your kitchen. Well, Grand Homes can help you bring personality and functionality to your space. This four-door sedan is bold and makes a lasting impression. The 2014 Chevy Impala got a brand new makeover and it is sharp, Kate. I absolutely love it. So what changed on the outside of the car?
Everything. Top to bottom, it's completely different.
Any big things that people would notice then?
It's a little bit larger, it's a little bit flashier. It has a new sleek look as well.
What's your favorite thing about the Impala?
I like how it integrates with my phone, the technology features, and some of the safety aspects having to do with that.
Sounds great. Well, can we go in and take it for a test drive?
Let's.
Cool. This is super exciting. I'm super excited to be taking the 2014 Chevy Impala out for a spin today. The first thing I noticed when I came in the car was it really is a luxury vehicle. I mean, this is not at all like the old Impalas. So what do we have going on here?
Oh, this is the MyLink touchscreen radio. Any music you have stored on your phone or a Pandora account, you can stream directly to this radio and it will play over the stereo system. There's also a feature on your steering wheel, there's a button you can push and she's voice activated. You can tell her to tune to a specific station or find a specific song, and she will.
Say a command or say help.
97.3 FM.
Tuning to 97.3 FM.
Doesn't disappoint. Pretty impressive. This is truly incredible. What are people's first impressions when they come inside this car?
Wow. Wow is what we get, you know, jaw-dropping wow.
Kate, why does this car seem so quiet when I'm driving it?
It has lots of noise technology in it, noise canceling technology and sound deadening technology. It will actually send the opposite sound signal or frequency to cancel out any road noise that you hear, but it knows enough to know what radio is and what phone conversations are to not cancel those.
So I want to talk about safety features because I'm a mom, I've got 3 kiddos, and safety features are very important to me. Tell me about the features in this car.
Well, there's some really cool technology as far as this has side blind zone alert. You might ask, what is that? There's little icons on both of the mirrors. If there's somebody in one of your blind zones, that icon lights up. It tells you there's somebody there.
Wow.
This has forward crash avoidance warning. If you get too close to something in front of you, it's going to give you a warning, hey, you need to stop, so you don't run into something in front of you.
What other options are available with this car?
This has cooled seats. There's more USBs in this car than you're going to know what to do with. If you have things that charge with USBs, you can charge them all here.
Everyone's worried about gas mileage and miles per gallon. What are you looking at with the Chevy Impala?
You're going to get just under 30, so 29 miles on the highway.
That's really great.
It's very fuel efficient.
It's a great smooth ride too. I mean, this is a luxury vehicle, and we're talking about saving $20,000 on vehicles that compare to this. Is that correct?
It is correct, yes.
Kate, with its timeless design, the 2014 Chevy Impala is sure to be a crowd pleaser. So if people want to take this for a test drive, what do they need to do?
You can come visit us at the dealership, you can give us a call, or you can find us online.
Sounds good. Should we hop in again?
Let's.
We are still tailgating, and I want you to impress your football fans with our Bud Light Lime Southwestern Steak Fajita. We are going to do ours completely on the grill, and we're going to use about a pound of a top of Iowa sirloin steak. It's very lean, very versatile, and I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. Start by seasoning your sirloin with chili powder, cayenne pepper, and seasoned salt on both sides. We're also gonna marinate our top of Iowa sirloin for about 4 to 8 hours, and since this is already tender, the marinade we're gonna make is gonna add a little bit of tenderness so our fajitas are really easy to eat, but it's mainly gonna add a lot of flavor. So to a resealable bag, add minced garlic, a few tablespoons of fresh lime juice, add your steak, and then 1 bottle of Bud Light Lime. Set your steak aside in the refrigerator for 4 to 8 hours, and we're gonna get our vegetables ready for our fajitas. For our vegetables, we're gonna use green bell pepper and yellow onions, and we're gonna slice these into thin strips about all the same size, and then put them in a foil packet sprayed with non-stick cooking spray. Our steak and our vegetables are only gonna take about 15 minutes on the grill over medium heat. You just want your vegetables to be tender and your steak to reach 145 degrees. Our steak and vegetables have been on the grill for about 15 minutes. Now all we have left to do is slice our steak into thin strips and then build our fajitas. To build our fajitas, we are gonna top a Mission fajita shell with all of our ingredients. I'm gonna put Tostitos Cantina roasted garlic salsa on my fajitas because it adds a really authentic Mexican flavor. And since that's what we already have going on with our Bud Light Lime, it's a really nice complement. And then finish with some fresh cilantro. Bud Light Lime Southwestern Steak Fajitas for your next tailgate with Tostitos, Cantina Salsa, and Mission Fajita Shells. If you want this recipe or any others, you can visit Fareway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is family.
We are here at Westside Auto Pros to meet with Ron the Car Guy. You know, he's the expert on tires and brakes and everything in between. And today he has something very cutting edge for us. Let's go check it out. Okay, so Ron is supposed to be back here somewhere. There you are. Hey, Ron, how are you?
Oh, hi, Melanie. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Now, what on earth do you have going on back here?
Melanie, I am filling up my vehicle with compressed natural gas.
Is this the CNG thing that I've been hearing about?
Absolutely.
What is that?
It's the same gas that you would use to heat your house in your furnace or water heater, except we have converted vehicles to operate on CNG instead of gasoline.
Why? Are there benefits to that?
There's huge benefits. The biggest benefit is cost savings. I can fuel my vehicle for 80 cents a gallon.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, and how much is gas now? Like 3 something a gallon, right?
Exactly, pushing $4.
So how many miles do you get per gallon?
It's equivalent. It's the same as on gasoline. There's no drawbacks.
This seems like an absolute no-brainer. What are the benefits for the environment?
Well, it burns cleaner, it's easier on your engine, and environmentally, it's a positive. Plus, CNG is a renewable fuel, and we have plenty of it in the ground as well as from other sources.
Okay, so let's talk about what vehicles are okay to do this installation.
You know, that's a great question. We can do a CNG conversion on any vehicle manufactured after 1996. There's no limitations.
So you can do trucks, you can do cars, you can do SUVs.
Even motorhomes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, and so what is involved when you convert a vehicle?
Well, let's go take a look, Melanie.
Absolutely. Just up front here?
Yes.
Okay.
What we do when we convert a vehicle to CNG is we basically add a tank to put the natural gas in.
Okay.
We add another set of fuel injectors to the vehicle, a regulator, and a separate computer. It's relatively easy.
And you do that all right here at Westside Auto Pros.
We do it at Westside Auto Pros, and we stand behind it and warranty everything that we do.
How long does something like this take to put in your car?
It usually takes about 2 days for us to do a conversion and a long road test just to make sure everything's programmed right.
So Ron, you said vehicles 1996 or newer can be converted.
Absolutely.
Okay, now what happens if I'm on the road and I have my conversion, I'm running on natural gas, and I run out of gas?
That is an awesome question, Melanie, but it's not a problem because when we do a conversion, we leave the vehicle what they call dual fuel, which means if there's a problem with the natural gas system or you simply run out, it will automatically change over to gasoline like it was before, so you're never stranded.
Now, Ron, I know you do the conversions here at Westside Auto Pros, but are there any other places that also do the conversions?
Currently, we're the only authorized Zavali installer in the Midwest.
That is very impressive. So if people want to get educated or have more questions about CNG, how can they get a hold of you?
They can email me, ron@westsideautopros.com, or they can call me, 225-9090.
Perfect. CNG conversion. Check it out.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Hi, I'm Ron the Car Guy from Westside Auto Pros. Here's your trivia question of the week. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
For nearly 150 years, the YMCA has served Des Moines and Central Iowa. The Y's focus on family and overall health is one of the critical keys to our success, but it goes further than that. Our dedication to the community resonates strongly with our members and staff. It is something we take very seriously. The knowledge and expertise of our staff is key to improving the quality of life of Y members. If you and your family are serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of a healthier you.
As a nurse, I believe in the power of home health care. I have seen how much can be accomplished in the comfort and security of your own home. At Iowa Home Care, we provide excellent medical care in the home, and we do it with love and respect. Who you choose for home health care is your choice. Experience Iowa Home Care where you're not a number, but a valuable client. For nursing and personal care in your home, choose the kindness and loving care of Iowa Home Care for the love of home.
Experience the Des Moines lifestyle at your fingertips. Introducing DSM Living magazine. DSM Living is trendy, local, functional, and available on your iPad. Download DSM Living magazine from the App Store today and enter to win $500. And remember to tune in Sunday mornings at 11 on ABC5.
The correct answer is C. Have car questions that need answers? Call Westside Auto Pros at 225-9090.
There are many aspects to think about when you're considering giving your kitchen a makeover, but it seems like the key for a lot of people is functionality. People want to create a space that's functional and works for them, and this space, I would say, is quite functional. So, David, let's talk about what did the homeowners want? What is the process like when you decide to design a kitchen and remodel it?
It's very important to find out what not only works, but what doesn't work in the kitchen for the homeowner. They had an L-shaped kitchen, and it created a lot of congestion behind that sink area. So one of our goals was to spread out the space, give them multiple workspaces. So we created a galley layout, so it creates that space, but all the appliances are close at hand and easy to use.
It seems like the placement of the appliances is really key when you're creating the kitchen space. Would that be correct?
Absolutely. We want to make sure everything's close enough, but if there's multiple cooks in the kitchen, everybody can use their own space individually.
And so did the homeowners come up with ideas like, this is where I want my silverware drawer, this is where I want the glasses to be? Is that something that you guys talk about in the process?
Absolutely. My business partner, Carrie, works through all those details with the homeowner so they know exactly where their storage needs are going to be.
Well, I would love to chat with Carrie and find out some more. Carrie, it seems like functionality is what we keep on hearing, and I was just talking to David about creating a space that's functional. So tell us what you did to create a space that really works for the homeowner, and I think storage would probably be a big key of that.
It is. You know, one thing we encourage is to go through and before we order your cabinets, try to narrow down what items would go where. It really helps determine where you need drawers, where you need roll-out trays. A big thing here was taking the cabinets to the ceiling. Not only does it fit aesthetically, but it also just creates that much more storage.
It really works, and the features in this kitchen just really work. So tell me about the backsplash and the travertine.
Well, the gray is a real stone. It's a natural travertine, and then there's a combination of a lighter travertine and glass tile behind the hood. I think gray has always been popular. It's just what other colors are compatible with gray. It really works well in the house. One of our main features when you're doing a remodel, we really want the kitchen to blend in with the rest of the house. We don't want it to look like it's brand new and nothing fits in.
Carrie, I took a peek behind the kitchen. It seems like there's a bonus room back there.
There is. It was a sunroom. They really wanted to incorporate a bar space and a place for a coffee maker, so we basically turned it into a beverage center.
Well, it works out perfectly, and I'm sure the homeowners love it. Okay, David, I briefly had a chance to talk with a homeowner, and they said one of the best features in the kitchen is the lighting system. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a fantastic system. It's made by Lutron and allows you to remotely control your lighting anywhere from your phone, your iPad. You could be at work, you want to turn lights on if you know family or kids are coming home later that night. You can do that all remotely.
That's a wonderful feature, and you guys did such a great job creating a functional and beautiful space. So if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
They can call us, or they can go to our website at grandhomesiowa.com. They can see lots of our past projects and contact us through that.
It's no surprise that a theater is a place for expression, but in the Des Moines Playhouse's production of Red, expressionist art takes center stage as well. I'm here with John, and John, can you tell us a little bit about this play?
Kelsey, you're late. The show's about to start.
Well, I'm excited to hear about what it's about.
Yeah. Well, it's about expressionist painter Mark Rothko, who took a commission to paint his great abstract expressionist paintings to go in a restaurant, which was the exact opposite of what he has been preaching his entire life about art. Into this world comes a young assistant who challenges him on everything he says versus what he does.
I know that the play actually won Best Play as a Tony.
2010, the Tony Award for Best Play, you bet, and it deserved it. It was just wonderful on the stage, and we're creating a lot of those fireworks right here at the Playhouse. You're going to have a great and unexpected, wonderful experience in the theater, an intense, exciting, clever, and funny, yet serious drama, all in about an hour and a half.
I'm here with Abraham Sweet, who plays Ken in the play Red. Now, before we start talking about your character, I want to know a little bit about you. What have you done before with acting?
Well, I am a newcomer here at the Playhouse, which means I've never done anything here before. So it's been kind of a really eye-opening experience to work at the Playhouse.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character, Ken?
Yeah, Ken is Mark Rothko's assistant. So I come in, I'm very overwhelmed. I think I'm going to be taught by this great master, which I am taught by him. But by the end of it, I'm really teaching him almost a lot more. We become sort of equals, as it were, in the play.
We're on the set of Red, and I'm here with, well, I don't really know where Tim is.
Hey, up here.
What are you doing up there?
I'm actually painting a skylight out black. So I know it sounds crazy. It's not something you'd ordinarily do, paint a skylight out black, but actually in Mark Rothko's studio, he actually controlled the light because he felt that his paintings were kind of babies and he wanted to control how the viewer saw them. So one of the things he did in his own studio was black out the skylights and really control the overhead light.
I feel like I've seen that before, that backdrop right there.
You actually have. All of these walls that you see behind us were actually used in Fiddler on the Roof. And now we've kind of consumed them and transformed them into the set for Red. And it's really a nice parallel for what happens in the show. Rothko talks a lot about the art of the next generation consuming the last generation.
Obviously the color red's really important to the play.
The woodwork has a red grain into it. Even the water pipes over there, the fake water pipes, you can see the rust, the red. So there's real hints of that quality. And also the notion that it's in the middle with black. One of the things he talks about is black overtaking red, death kind of overtaking his passion and his desire for life. And so you kind of see hints of that in the set too.
This play sounds fantastic. How can people get tickets?
They can get tickets by stopping in at the Playhouse, 831 42nd Street, 277-6261, or dmplayhouse.com. We run through November 3rd. Even though it's under construction, we're up and operating, fully open. Give yourself a little extra time, but it's going to be well worth it.
Okay, and so be sure to check it out.
Yeah.
Like everyone else, our basement and garage become collection points for stuff we don't know what to do with. It's a good thing we found Restore. Greater Des Moines Habitat for Humanity Restore takes donations of good quality new and used home improvement items and sells them to help fund the new homes that Habitat builds every year in Des Moines. Donate tools, toilets, and appliances in working condition, or leftovers from your home improvement project, even cinder blocks and landscape materials. Stop, drop, and shop at Habitat Restore and help them build homes, community, and hope.
Thousands of people pass by Fountain West Healthcare Center in West Des Moines each day. Why do patients choose to come here? We are experts on providing short-term rehabilitation after surgeries, accidents, and illnesses. Our skilled professionals give hope to those who need physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Patients choose Fountain West because they want to get well and live life to its fullest. If you should need our services, don't let the opportunity pass you by. Choose the rehabilitation services at Fountain West Healthcare Center.
We hear it every day. The Lodge of Ashworth offers the best circle of care in retirement living. Find out for yourself. Schedule your personalized tour today.
The Home Depot always has a lot of stuff going on, and today we are talking about furnaces. So Bob, tell us what's going on in the furnace world here at Home Depot.
Okay, Melanie, I'm going to do that. Let's get started by talking about our mini split heat pumps. This is our Mitsubishi mini split Slimline.
What does that mean, and why should somebody get this?
This here is used by a lot of people for different reasons. First of all, this is an indoor wall unit,
Okay.
which we have different types of units that might go on the floor or might go in the ceiling or attic, and they combine themselves with an outdoor unit outside.
Oh, okay.
Now this is all ran off electricity, and it actually heats, cools, dehumidifies, cleans the air with carbon filters and ionized cleaning. So it does a lot of amazing things, and basically where it could be in an older home, like a farmhouse that has a boiler in it or doesn't have air conditioning,
Sure.
but can supplement some of the primary sources of heat there to save money. It could be in an addition where somebody's built an addition to their home and their system isn't going to handle that, and it's easy enough that they come with remote controls.
Wow.
And it's easy to really operate at home, and they run about 27 decibels of sound, so you don't hear them, you just feel them.
So if we're looking for something a little bit bigger, then where do we go?
As far as bigger, these sizes really range up into different sizes, or I can put this one unit outside and put up to 8 heads inside of a home.
Wow, so it really can take care of a lot of different areas in the house.
It can.
That's perfect.
It can. It's very efficient also. Carries a very good rebate in the energy efficiency areas.
Well, the mini split seems like it could be a great option for a lot of people, but if someone's looking for something a little different, what do you suggest?
It's just as easy as coming around to the end cap.
Love it.
Right here we have our furnace and air conditioning and heat pump line, and you can find these in the end cap in the Home Depot store.
Well, tell us about this furnace here.
This is our gas-fired 95% Rheem furnace that we have on display here. At the Home Depot we have different brands, and Rheem's one of our best ones that we have.
So let's talk about accessories.
Yeah, the first thing we do is we come in and just listen, like what is happening in your home, or is there dry air? Do you have anybody with allergies? We have humidifiers that we put in with the systems. We put in nice media cleaner air filters that make sure that it keeps the air clean in your home. And we get down to finding out on the allergies. We have machines that kill the food source for bacteria, mold, allergens, everything. So one of the best results we get after an install is, hey, you know, I'm breathing better. It's like you just pumped oxygen into my home. And so with those kind of accessories, we get to kind of know your lifestyle and get to make sure you're feeling good so you have the best sleep at night, and it's not just your mattress.
So if people want to get it installed, they need to get it here at the Home Depot. So what's the best way for people to contact you?
I would say come on in, just come to the service desk. What we can do is get in online on the computer and we can set you up with an appointment within minutes. Or like I said, you can also go online and you can enter the date that works for you and you'll be contacted within 24 hours.
You guys make it so easy for us, Pat. We so appreciate that.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
So you're looking at your kitchen and you're thinking, I want to put my own stamp on it, do a few upgrades to make a huge difference. Well, KC Handyman can help you out with that. We are in a kitchen here, and Devin, I know KC Handyman worked on the backsplash and the concrete bar. So let's start out with the backsplash. I love the stone that was chosen. Now the homeowner told me that you actually met at the tile shop with them to go through and look at a backsplash. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's definitely a service that we can provide. We have designers on staff.
So say they come into your kitchen and the homeowner has no clue what they want to do, but they want to do a few little upgrades. Your design staff would be more than happy to think of some ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I know the homeowner is so happy with this, and it did enhance the overall look, but this is a really interesting concept here. This is a concrete bar. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, poured concrete for countertops has been around for several years, and it just really did a good job of tying into the existing countertops. And another nice thing about it is the ability to conform it to whatever size it needs to be can really make it a good solution.
So this is actually stained concrete?
Yeah, and it has a kind of a relief to it that gives it the different color palettes, and although it's perfectly smooth, it has the appearance of having some roughness or texture.
How is the concrete adhesive? Is it glued on here, or what's the process of doing
actually
that?
just fastened, and there's several different ways, and we looked at several different options on how to install it, and this way we just use these standoffs that are bolted in the countertop and then bolted in the concrete, and so it could be removed pretty easily, though you would have the holes left in the countertop.
But if they wanted to change the overall look of the concrete, they could do that pretty easily too.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Devin, here is the million-dollar question. So if a homeowner wanted to do 3 things in their kitchen to give it a little more personality or to enhance the look, what would you say those top 3 things would be?
Boy, there's a lot. I'll try to name off a few. Maybe,
Okay.
hopefully I'll stop at 3. Obviously a backsplash, which can include a countertop too, new plumbing fixtures. One that we do a lot of that I think just really adds a lot of functionality, and it can add some design flair too, is under cabinet lighting.
Oh, sure.
So it really puts a lot of light there on the countertop and can accent a beautiful backsplash too.
You know, you're really proving that just a few simple upgrades can make a big difference. When people think about remodeling, I think they think about a big project, a lot of work, a lot of expense, but ultimately that doesn't have to always be the case. And I know the homeowner wanted to let you know that they loved working with KC Handyman. They felt so comfortable, and the people coming in and out, they've just had a great experience. So they wanted me to thank you for that. And if people want to get a hold of KC Handyman, what's the best way to reach you?
Either by phone, 225-6140, or on the website, kc-handyman.com.
Perfect. Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for our show today. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to check out our Facebook page to join the conversation, or you can go on our YouTube channel at any time to check out some past segments. I'm Kelsey Clemming, and have a great rest of the afternoon.
Host Apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
Very impressive. So if people want to get educated,
the phone will ring.
I was trying to point to this, not to Bob.
Okay.
You need to heat things up at home with Bob.
Okay.
It's in. And I have to do the shoulder thing, otherwise it doesn't come out right.
That's right.
It doesn't.
Well, that's all we have for our show today. But
Thanks for coming. I'll be right here.